Hello and welcome to another Scorpion build stream. Hello everybody, Jules Monster, welcome. Not a name that I really recognize. Sorry if you've been here before, and that I just don't recognize you, but welcome in nonetheless. Enigmatic Nomad, I feel like it's been a few weeks since I've seen you there, buddy. Yeah, so we're back with Scorpion again. I know this is the second week in a row for him. I was going to... Wow, that goat is really intruding on my territory. Man, that goat... BDE on that goat right there. Call him goat for a reason. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, second week in a row for Scorpion. I was going to start with the Nordic Stormcloak Assassin today. But I don't want to have more than two characters going at once, and we're still kind of wrapping up the Nemesis Arcane Archer at the same time. Still putting some finishing touches on that guy, and you'll see more about him soon. I'm really close to just being able to start full production on the build guide for that. So in the meantime, we are going to be focused on Scorpion until I can put a bow on the Nemesis. Which is good because we got some good story points coming up for Scorpion. We have some goals for today. Namely, we are going to head out to the Orcish outpost out here. This is where the master level block trainer is. I want to unlock that. I'm at a level in block right now where the expert level trainers aren't able to teach me anything. So yeah, we want to get that leveled up to 90 as soon as we can. We are also still associated with the companions, even though we kind of finished off the main part of that quest. We freed Codlack's soul from her scene, and he's now in Sovngarde as far as we know. So that's good. I think that Hanzo here wanted to... He's not Scorpion yet. He's still pre-Scorpion. He's Hanzo Hasashi. Not Akavir, I was going to say Alakir warrior, but he's not Alakir either. He doesn't like the Alakir. He's a Redguard warrior from Hammerfell who kind of fled the war there and came here to make his own name as a mercenary or just a general warrior in Skyrim, away from the Great War that's still raging in Hammerfell with the Thalmor. So here we are. He is now the leader of the companions, which he thought he would like the renown that comes with being the leader of such a prestigious organization within Skyrim, right? Glad I got over here for this video. Oh yeah, welcome back, N-King. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good weekend. Yeah, Hanzo here thought that he would enjoy the renown that came with being the leader of a prestigious warrior organization like the Companions, but turns out he really just wants to pave his own way. It's the organizational thing is not really his forte. So he's just gonna, do his own thing for a while. And right now that includes searching for trainers to continue his studies as a martial artist and as a warrior. And right now the only thing that he has to learn is the block skill. We're already fairly high up on one-handed, light armor specifically. We're at 97, only 3 to go until we are capped out at 100 on that. One-handed, we are at 91, can't train any more in that. Still have some stuff to learn, but that will come with practice, as you'd expect. You can only train to a certain amount before practical experience becomes more valuable, right? So block is our only martial skill left to master, or to train in anyway, and we have another 12 skill points in that before we get locked out of not being able to train. So there's that. So that's goal number 1, is unlock block training. And goal number 2 is to start up a homestead out of the city. So Hanzo has also kind of wanted to always start his own family, do his own thing, have a nice little slice of heaven, oops, that he can escape to, with just him and his loved ones, away from the hustle and the bustle of the city, and also like the politics and stuff of organized mercenaryism. So he's gonna start getting his ducks in a row for getting that stuff started. So we're gonna need to make 5,000 gold, which is gonna be at odds with the block training, of course. Whoops, nearly got a bear. Shouldn't be too much trouble. Not for the harbinger of the companions. Gonna take the ingredients. Are we capped out on smithing yet? If not, I need to start taking their pelts too. No, we are not capped out on smithing yet. Problem with taking all this is my encumbrance creeps up on me really quickly. And then a third goal for today is I want to try to find a paralysis effect at a vendor somewhere. So that's another thing I have to spend gold on. The bright side of all this is that once I buy a house, a homestead, we're gonna go for Falkreath Lakeview Manor. Who's trying to kill me? Oh, there are more wolves. Okay. Sorry, hold that thought. Get the block skill here. Once I buy Lakeview Manor in Falkreath, we will be able to start planting ingredients, and that is ultimately the most effective way to make money, whether you're an alchemist or not, whether you have any perks in alchemy or not. Planting specific ingredients at your home, at your hearthfire abode, will give you a lifetime supply of these ingredients that will help you to craft these extremely valuable... Sorry, where is... I feel like I'm being stalked by a saber cat or something. Oh, it was just a straggler wolf from way downtown. They'll allow you to plant specific ingredients which will help you craft extremely valuable potions. Not so much useful for this build, but they do help you increase your alchemy skill very quickly, but also they sell for a buttload of money. And that will be our renewable supply of money that we will need to pay for things like amenities on our hearthfire home. Training, block training will be very expensive since the skill is so high on it. And also, if we find a paralysis effect at a vendor somewhere, we need to have money for that on hand. Okay, let's get warmed up with some Forsworn, shall we? Is he going to mix what he's learned as a companion with Akaviri philosophies when he creates the Shirai Ryu? He might. That's a good call. I feel like once we get the homestead and the family going and everything, people will start coming to us for training as the renowned harbinger of the companions. People will obviously seek his battle prowess, become more powerful in their own right. But yeah, the philosophies part of it is not, well, I've thought a little bit about it, but not much. I do definitely need to get that worked out in a role-playing sense. So that is on the to-do list, and that is actually a really good shout, the Akaviri's philosophies. Maybe not all of them, yes, but I think that it would be a good mix of Akaviri philosophy, Redguard philosophy, and Companions philosophy. So a true hybrid of like what it means to be a Nord warrior and what it means to be a Redguard warrior and what it means to be an Akaviri warrior. I think there are pros and cons to all of them, right? And I think that Hanzo is a good pragmatist. So I think that he could probably come up with a good system that uses the best parts of all three of those, right? It's funny because each one of those thinks that everybody else has it wrong and they have it exactly right. But I feel like Hanzo, being a true martial artist, will pick and choose, kind of like Bruce Lee, you know, the best part of each style, the best part of each... Oh god, these claws are terrible. Okay, we might need some need some help with this one here. Fortified destruction. I don't think I'll need the destruction. May as well do the block too, just in case, but I don't think I'll need that either. Resist shock and resist magic are the main ones I need here. Let's try to get out of the line of fire from that Briarheart over there. Yikes.
Lucky hit! Just give up!
I'm out of stamina. Okay, so this is getting a little wonky. I like the Briarhearts better when they just come attack me in melee, right? Might be able to use Unrelenting Force here. I think what I really need is paralysis, and I definitely need a lot of stamina. Okay. Yep, that got a little spooky. Little sweaty. Not that I need any help being sweaty in this weather these days. Cave Bear Pelt for the smithing skill. Those that look like troll fat or something, but it's not. Yeah, that sounds really cool, creating a super warrior somewhere between ranger and assassin while maintaining a level of honor. Indeed, yeah, and honor is very important for him. The actual Mortal Kombat lore gets a little wishy-washy on whether or not Scorpion was like that. I think it was a rival assassins guild originally, but I think over time it became more of just kind of a group of warriors than it did an Assassin's Guild, the Shirai Ryu, right? Or the Shirai Ryu. I'm dead. I don't know if I have this one yet already, so we'll take that. Oh, and the iron ingot we are going to need for Hearthfire. Gonna have a lot of stuff to sell at the smithing vendor. I keep forgetting the name of this orcish stronghold that we're going for. I know that the one-handed trainer is in Dushnik Yal. This one I think is like more Kazgur. Is that right? The one with the master level block trainer? Oh my god, what happened here? The lighting went all wonky. It's 10:04 in the morning. It should not look like this. Let's do a reload on this. That was a little funny. I think at first assassin was implied simply because they were ninjas and feuded with the Lin Kuei, but yeah, they've softened that over the years. Yeah, that's kind of what it seemed like. Because it's really hard to spin an assassin's guild into something that is crewed by good guys, right? And they've really tried to lean into the good guy aspect of Scorpion and Sub-Zero in the later installments of Mortal Kombat. So yeah, I think it just became more of like a clan with its own philosophies, and it was still very honor-based and everything. Now, I think the way that they've explained that in the Mortal Kombat universe was that the previous generations, like Scorpion was always kind of the honorable one. He had his wife and kids that were killed by the dishonorable Bi-Han, which was the original Sub-Zero. And then Bi-Han's brother, Kuai Lang, took over the moniker and the mantle of Sub-Zero, and he was more of a good guy than Bi-Han was. But it turns out that Bi-Han was not even responsible for the massacre of the Shirai Ryu originally. It was Quan Chi who kind of orchestrated the whole thing and just kind of framed the original Bi-Han for it, even though Bi-Han was kind of a bastard and kind of an evil villain. He still was not responsible for Scorpion's misery. So there are a lot of twists and turns. It gets complicated, like needlessly so, because I feel like they were more, well, they definitely were more focused on the gameplay aspect of their Mortal Kombat installments than they were. Who's this? Oh, all right. Vilcus. What's up, buddy?
Glad you're here.
Well, he's on like a little pilgrimage or something, clearing his head after the Isgramor stuff. Which is funny because I still have the quest available to go find work from the companions leaders, but he's not ready to give me any work. He's on vacation. On a little tryst with Rhea, maybe? Or maybe he's just mentoring her. I don't know. Let's let him alone regardless. I loved early Mortal Kombat story. It was so layered compared to Street Fighter and really in depth. Yeah, that's the thing. Even though they've, you know, retconned their stuff, they've broken their lore probably more than BGS has with the Elder Scrolls. They've, yeah, broken continuity and just kind of like flagrantly just didn't care about things and just kind of did lazy plot devices with time travel and resurrections and, oh, this was actually this guy's brother type thing. Very soap opera-y. They still put infinitely more effort into the story of Mortal Kombat than they did at Capcom for Street Fighter, for sure. And they put infinitely more effort into telling that story too. Street Fighter has lore, for sure. Each one of those characters has a fairly rich backstory.
Chief of Morca's
and they have kind of a sort of semi-definitive ending if you beat the game with like Ryu and Guile and Ken and all that. But they don't really tell like an intertwined saga like Mortal Kombat does with all the different subterfuge going on, the jockeying for the throne and the outworld, all that, all the lore of like the Nether Realm and everything else going on, all the sorcery.
You wish to learn from the best.
Okay,
eh?
We have the block trainer here, so now I can fast travel to it if I need to. That's good. I want to make sure I have enough money to buy the property. I think that's kind of my first priority, is to get Lakeview Manor, because if I do that, then I can obtain the ability to make infinitely more money, right?
And armor.
So let's do that. Wonder how my enchanting is going too. I think that's pretty high up there, but I don't think that's quite at 100 yet. Okay, now I'm over 5,000. I got the 5,000 septums I need. I don't know if I have...
Until next time.
Acts of dismissal. Do I have any bone meal? I do not, but I can make some with Scrimshaw. Because I have the bones. Just don't have the meal. Enchanting supplies. Boom. See if I can disenchant this. Oh, we already have it. Okay, so we can sell it. No bigs.
You need some armor, Outlander? The finest weapons and armor.
Oh, only 13 gold? I'm not selling that to you for 13 gold, sorry. Okay. So we have the 5,000. Let's go ahead and head back to yeah, let's go ahead and head back to Falkreath now. Oh, it looks like we actually have some companion leaders back at Jorrvaskr now. So we can do that for some money too. Yeah, we're still associated with the companions. We don't want to be like the head administrator there, right? We'll let Vilkas, Farkas, and Ayla take care of all that. They'll be fine on their own. They're all mentors of Hanzo anyway. Hanzo is more so just the spiritual leader, I suppose. He's good at the fighting. He has a little bit of wisdom in terms of his sensibilities and things like that. He's not going to lead people astray. Ultimately, his honor outweighs all of theirs, I think, as well.
Did you see a hound on
Here's a question. Will any companions join your school and wear black and yellow when representing you? Yeah, I think I'm not going to lean into the black and yellow so much, but there is going to be one thing, and that's going to be the yellow cowl. They're all going to be wearing the yellow cowl for sure.
Ask the gate guards to look for
I don't know how much I actually like that. But any kind of uniform that we give these people, it's going to come off as like a little culty, right? And we're not really a cult. We're just, well, I guess kind of we are a little bit of a cult, aren't we? Damn. Well, labels be damned. We're all going to be yelling. We're all going to be wearing yellow cowls because that's what Scorpion looks like, and that's what the Shirairu does. But the black part is a little harder to execute on, just because there are very few armors that actually are all black, and most of them are very assassin related. And I need to save the Dark Brotherhood for other things. Also, the Thieves Guild stuff, there are limited black armor sets there. There are mods that I'm running that do offer some black, but that don't really go well with the hood. So I think it's good to let all of our recruits and all of our Shirairu clan members express themselves both in a way that kind of allows them to control the fashion of what they're wearing, but also the functionality of like their fighting style. We're not trying to change anybody's core philosophies on fighting or anything like that. We're just trying to get them to become their best version of themselves. So Gore will definitely be on there. He has helped us out in the past. He was our first friend in Riverwood when we came from Hammerfell. But he has had run-ins with the companions, so I feel like he is at odds with the companions, but he is friends with the new Harbinger here, so it feels like the Shirairu, sort of like the off-campus Harbinger-specific school is going to be ideal for Gore, even though the main campus at Jorrvaskr would not. So there will also be like maybe Rhea might make it over, some of like the lower level companions, but not the leadership, right? The leadership's gonna stay put. That's their job, is to run Jorrvaskr and have the traditional companions run the way it always did. Did I sell that axe, or did I just kind of talk to him about the dog? And yeah, just talked to him about the dog and ran off. That's okay.
Steel's good, but loyalty.
Distracted Skyrimming. Looks pretty stupid at times.
Pretty much anything.
Okay, while I'm here though, let's check for paralysis poisons, or not paralysis poisons, but paralysis effects. I'm level 46 at this point, and I haven't run across a paralysis effect yet.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
I mean, I really feel like Hearthfire Home should be my #1 priority, but
I'm not a print. Before that, I was with
these paralysis effects, especially when you're running the Summer Mist enchantment overhaul from a nice Ion, that package is so huge
Isabel, by the way.
that
Nice to meet you.
finding the specific enchantment that you're looking for is
Take a look.
a real shot in the dark, right? Become Thane of every hold and recruit all of the bodyguards of the Thane. Oh, that would be cool.
Good steel's worth every septim. Remember that.
That would be an idea. The other thing is, though, I don't think that Hanzo is in the business of accumulating power. That's specifically why he's trying to distance himself a little bit from the companions, right? He thought that he would like the renown associated with being Harbinger, but it turns out he doesn't. It's just like a little too much for him. So he's going to be a little bit more reclusive. He's going to mostly hang out at his farm, training his few selected students or whatever. And I think that becoming Thane in all of the different holds and taking these powerful housecarls from them would be almost a power move, both in terms of weakening the holds that he's Thane of and also accumulating power for himself in terms of the influence that he holds with each one of these Jarls. And I think that kind of goes against what Hanzo wants right now. He's looking for a simple life, if that makes sense. Maybe not accumulate, just so happens to fall into by accident. Yeah, I mean that could happen naturally, right? As he goes around just doing his sellswordy type stuff, he wins influence that way and gets invited to the courts.
Good to see you.
I mean, that happens like organically with every one of my characters anyway, right? Probably with a lot of yours too. Becoming Thane of all would be Shang Tsung or Quan Chi move. Yeah, kinda. It's a power move. Even if it's inadvertently. I could see him falling backwards into something like that, but at this point in his journey, I don't think he's gonna seek it. I got your letter. I am Hanzo Hazashi.
Ah, it's you?
Yes, I'm a creep.
Now we'll see if the stories about you are true.
I'm going to stare at your crotch for the next 10 seconds straight.
May have had a few
Yes.
discreet dealings with.
This
The
will
cut they were
do.
giving me was good at first. But now it's time to clean things up. Go and take care of it.
Alright, I can do that.
Good. Until later then.
Okay. So Hanzo sees this. Yeah, obviously Sleazegear is a creep, right? He's up to no good. But the opportunity that he is presenting Hanzo with, his own tract of land, freedom from all of the pressures of, you know, this urban lifestyle. I call it urban in quotes because obviously Falkreath is not urban. Whiterun or Solitude are probably the best examples of an urban landscape in Skyrim, and even then there's not even suburban in modern day sensibilities, modern day perspective. Yeah, he's kind of an out in the wilderness, simple life kind of guy. So this offer from Sleazegear is going to afford him that. Having your own land is a huge opportunity for most of the people in Skyrim that most do not ever have the capability, opportunity, or the means to pursue. But this will afford Hanzo all the freedom that he's craved for his whole life without even really realizing it. He never really thought that nobility was an option for him. And once he's offered this tract of land, that will be. And he's starting to think of all the cool things that come with that. So yes, if it means temporarily siding with and associating with, oh my god, that horse ate it so bad. That was horrible. Wow, that looked awful. Okay. Yeah, so if he's got to associate with a sleazeball temporarily to make this thing happen, then yeah, that's a price worth paying in his mind. Ouch.
You won't get the best of me.
Can't see.
Victory.
There we go. Hey, Hotch, what's up, buddy? Man, Hotch was one of my first subscribers ever. Back when I was doing like unedited, just Let's Plays. Just trying stuff out. Hotch was there from the beginning, man. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. You still patrolling the seas of Norway, or are you on to other things these days? And Caladran, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you too, as always. I'm not saying become Thane for power, I'm saying become Thane of every hold by accident. Just, yeah, no, I get you, I get you. I get you. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to like shoot down your idea or anything. I was just kind of running a thought experiment on it, you know? Just trying to play it out in my head. Let's see. Henson, SF, Chug, Skooma, and Roundhouse Kick this full. Yeah, we should get some Roundhouse Kicks back in there, right? Maybe we'll get some martial arts back going this episode. How are we doing on our one-handed skill? I've been using the sword a lot just because I've been trying to level one-handed. But we could definitely get some kicks in there, you know? Yeah, 92, we still got a long ways to go. Who said that? I hear a spider. See, we got a hunter just standing there getting spat at by a spider. This looks like it's possessed by a Spriggan. That's usually what that green glow means, right? And this is a... Oh, that's just an adventurer. That's not a hunter. Usually those are accompanied by Spriggans and then hunters being just completely decimated. Still in the military, but got a small vacation right now. Oh, nice. I love a vacation, even if it's small. Made a build based off the Archangel Ragel. He basically keeps demon and fallen angels at bay, brought to justice. That sounds pretty cool. Going on deployment in a couple weeks, so just be chilling. Awesome. I'm doing great, you know. It's getting hot over here. It's heading into the summer. We're getting into the 100-degree mark Fahrenheit. I don't know. I want to say high 40s Celsius. I'm not really sure. Sorry, that might be completely wrong. But it's hot. And we kind of get a reverse seasonal depression over here because the hotter it gets in the summer, the more we have to kind of stay out of the sun. Otherwise, we might die. So, yeah, heading into those summer days are not fun. But I'm going completely the wrong way for this job, aren't I? But at least we have Pine Watch now, so we can fast travel to Pine Watch or Lakeview easier. These Bile Gulch is what we're going for, and I think Hendraheim's the closest, even though we'll have to go all the way around a mountain to do it. But yeah, but otherwise going well. Everything is hunky-dory. Martial arts will be useful when you recruit companions via bar brawls. There you go. Maybe even specifically Gertie. Little hurdy-gurdy. She's another companions dropout. So maybe the Shirai Ryu is kind of a companion second chance school. Air Force right now, spent 5 years in the Army. Okay. No combat, yeah. Glorified field op. Take those all day over. Oh, hell yeah. Why haven't you downloaded Nordic UI mod yet? To be completely honest with you, I don't really like it all that much. I'm kind of a vanilla stan when it comes to the UI. So here's the thing. A lot of the UI, well, not even vanilla UI. I'm using what is it? Sky UI? Yeah. The Nordic UI, it seems to work really, really well for mouse and keyboard, but Skyrim was designed for controller first and foremost, and I'm a controller player, so it just kind of works for me. I've seen people use it on streams and stuff, and I'm like, I kind of prefer what I got going on a little better. Also, I don't tend to update my mods as much as other people. I always err on the side of stability. What is going to bring me the most use and the most fun over the long haul for the most amount of different playthroughs, and then I upgrade occasionally, incrementally. But a UI overhaul is kind of a big thing with a lot of patches and things like that, so that's completely probably on the bottom of the to-do list. Things that affect gameplay and things are a little higher up there. Weapons and armor are very easy adds, so those tend to skip to the top of the list as well. I think I need to go this way. I use Nordic UI mainly for the improved look of the compass and stat bars. Oh, okay, I get you. Yeah, no, this stuff doesn't bother me too much. I'm using Sky HUD for that, just to kind of move things. It doesn't really change the look around a little bit. The reticle in the middle is a dot instead of like the big thing, and then the stealth meter goes down to the bottom, and then also the attribute bars for the stamina, health, and everything is more Oblivion style, so that's all in the left hand corner. Just rearranges things, but doesn't change the look of it too much. But yeah, I get the appeal for sure. It's just, for me, it hasn't been that much of a priority. Sorry if this is an eyesore looking at it for you. Fancy swordsmanship right there, folks. Who else? Okay, when we go mano-a-mano with the last guy on the stairs, we'll switch to unarmed.
I fought worse than you. I'll show you a real fight.
Ooh, this guy's tough. He was tough. All right. Oh, well, he just burned to death anyway. Okay, maybe we'll do some martial arts, some Shirai Ryu martial arts on the bandit leader over here. Looks way cleaner than vanilla or other setups. Oh, you're talking about Nordic UI? If I played on PC, I would still be using a controller. That Xbox, yeah, this one right here, the Xbox Elite, it's got the back paddles on it to get all the hotkeys I need, along with Gamepad Plus, which gives you access to all 8 hotkeys. Plus some, actually. You have access to modifier keys and stuff, which I use all the time. Yeah, turns out Xbox Elite controller is actually the master race, not the keyboard mouse school. Starting all kinds of fights over here. Yeah, see, unarmed is extremely powerful right now. Extremely powerful. 2 punches, he went down. Ooh. Apotheos armor, huh? Dropped Nordic UI, just runs Sky UI, some add-ons and element changers. I had okay, so you have like some replacers and stuff like that. Sure. Yeah, I have iHUD as well. Sky UI was around before before Sky UI was for SE, and I really kind of fell in love with the way it allows you to move stuff around a little bit. And I know that there are other mods that kind of do it better and more configurable through like an overlay menu. But you know, Sky HUD is familiar now. It works. I like what it does. It doesn't do too much. It does exactly what I want it to do and nothing more. When I was installing the Novice guide and going through that whole thing, I think there was like more HUD. There were like a HUD overhauls like out the wazoo, right? I decided I didn't like them as much as I just liked a good old Sky HUD, so I made my own executive decision on that and went with Sky HUD instead. I was like, this is all just doing too much. And it really simplified the setup a lot too, because there's so much work that goes into the just the HUD for the, or at least the version that I did of the Novice guide. If you can just bypass all that, save you a lot of time. Dear Diary Dark. Yeah, there's something about the sound effects that I don't. There's like the dry paper scratchy sound, like the writing sound. I think that was Dear Diary that kind of set me off a little bit. And like the jingles, when you actually select something, I'm sure that's all configurable and stuff, but kind of set me on edge a little bit. That's a separate mod, okay. Tried Fallout New. Oh yeah, no, I played New Vegas a long time ago. I played it when it was fairly newish on PlayStation 3. I much preferred Fallout 3 to Fallout New Vegas personally, and that has been a theme that has followed throughout. I generally much prefer BGS games to Obsidian games, and that's a highly subjective thing, right? I know plenty of people who prefer the Obsidian way of doing things. It's subtle, right? But they both have their specific stench that they put on their games, regardless of the engine they're using.
Between life and death. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage.
Yeah, so Outer Worlds I played for 10 hours and I stopped, and then I played for another 10 hours and then I stopped. It just wasn't something that grabbed me, you know. Fallout New Vegas, I played through it and I enjoyed it enough, but I didn't ever feel the need to go back and replay with different factions or whatever. For me, the exploration and the combat just isn't there, so it doesn't have as much of an enjoyable gameplay loop. But for people who are into like dialogue in games and forming relationships and things like that, it's a little deeper as far as the roleplay goes for Obsidian. So if you're more into that aspect of the games, then you're probably more of an Obsidian fan than a BGS fan, right? I'm the opposite. But, you know, we can still get along. We can still be friends. Bring me the bolt gun for the Emperor. There you go. That's just me. There's something about, okay, this was more of an old school BGS thing though, but the side quests in Oblivion and Fallout 3 were just so like creative and delightful and wonderful. Even, you know, the main quest, maybe that didn't fit your fancy, but they were just very like well-written, creative, unique side quests in both Oblivion and Fallout 3 that I feel just blew anything from New Vegas out of the water. But I think they've since lost some of those fighters. I'm hoping for a little bit of return to form for that in Starfield, but I don't think so. I think Starfield's going to be leaning into the exploration combat crafting loop that Fallout 4 had, which I'm completely okay with. I played the crap out of Fallout 4. I think I started subscribing to you when you did a Couch Warrior challenge. Am I right? Yeah, so were you there for my Druid Archer? Because I think he was the first one. He was like the first actual Let's Play. I could be mistaken. Maybe he was the second one. But yeah, the Alteration Swordsman was the Couch Warrior challenge. And I don't know which one you subscribed at, but that was a long time ago. It was a long time ago, especially in YouTube years, right? That Apotheus armor looks like a bat suit before the bat part was added. Did I keep that? Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. I feel like I'm ready to change out my armor to become like something new, to sort of signify a change, a step away from the companions and a step into a new chapter of Hanzo's life. And at the very least, I wanted to put this yellow cowl on. But it clips like crazy with the Pathfinder armor, right? This signifies the Shirai Ryu. But I think for now, it just looks terrible with this armor set. So I think for now, at least while I'm getting the Homestead set up, before we start like recruiting new members to the school and everything like that, I think I'm just going to keep the armor as it is, and then maybe use the Apotheus armor, because that doesn't clip nearly as much with the cowl. That looks pretty good, but I need to find some gauntlets, some boots that go along with it, and then I need to smith all this stuff up because it's very underpowered compared to what I'm wearing right now. So I'd probably do all that off stream, maybe. My smithing and my enchanting skill is also leveled up quite a bit since I created the armor that I'm wearing now, so we should get a nice little power boost when we do that too. The other part of this is that's going to be kind of short-lived, because as soon as we get everything set up for the Hearthfire home and we get some recruits milling around the place and everything, we're going to be conscripted to fight in the war for Sidgear and the Empire. So we got that coming, and we'll be wearing the Imperial light armor for that with the yellow cowl, just to signify that, okay, we're doing this because we have to, not because we want to, but our true intentions and our true honor and our true principles lie with the Shirai Ryu, not with the Empire. So that's where we're going with that. So whatever armor that we're wearing between now and that Empire phase is going to be very short-lived, so I don't really know if I see the effectiveness of switching over right now, if that makes sense, you know? Yeah, that looks pretty good, right? Oh, Couch Warrior? Yeah, that would be cool. I kind of am holding out hope that Starfield is going to drag him back into content creation a little bit. He's really into his music right now. He's much like Hanzo here is entering a new phase of his life. Couch Warrior entered a new phase of his a while back, and he's a musician now. He's got some good stuff, and I want to feature some of it in some videos and things like that, but I just haven't found the time. Don't know where he went. Yeah, no, I'm on his Discord, as a lot of us are actually in the chat right now. I think it's an open Discord if somebody wants to post the invite to it. That's where a lot of us hang out. It's been really quiet there lately since Couch Warrior actually stopped his content creation stuff. Oh yeah, why am I here? I've just been milling around. I haven't done anything. I've just been talking with you guys. Stop being so damn enjoyable to hang out with. Damn it. Not getting anything done. Yeah, he posts sometimes on his YouTube channel, but I think he posts in his Discord a lot more than he posts on his YouTube these days.
Good to see you. Teach them to stop paying me. Here, you deserve a reward for your service.
Yeah, he was the GOAT. I
You know
agree.
what? I like you.
But
You're
also
not afraid
the
to
way
get
he
your
was doing
hands
things I
dirty.
don't think was
hereby
sustainable. I
grant
wasn't
you
surprised
permission
to see him
purchase
kind
property in Falkreath Home.
of fizzle
Talk
because
to my steward if you're interested.
the levels of production, the amount of work he was putting into it, he was blood, sweat, tears, all of it, and you could tell like he would start with this huge like burst of ambition and motivation, and then as soon as that hit, it's like you could see like the burnout start to set in, and it was unsustainable. It was top tier production content. It was amazing.
There is room in my court
But
for a new
you know,
theme.
having a full-time
It's an
job
honor
and a
entitled
part-time
me.
job and trying to
There are
maintain what he was
perks
doing with
someone
that
like you
channel,
could make use of.
it's impossible. Nobody can do that,
I
right?
could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my
A few years
theme.
back, I did a Darth Vader run in Skyrim and tried to do the Empire and DB quests side by side, so I'd win the war and assassinate. Oh, that sounds awesome. Didn't succeed in the timing. I feel like there's probably a way to make it work, though, right? I feel like there's a way to make that work. That would be cool. That's a really good idea. Sure, it'd be an
On
honor.
your way then.
So I gotta
Until
assist the
later.
people of Falkreath. Do I have to become Thane to actually be able to buy the land? I think I might have to. Let's see what Nenya
I'm the steward here.
has to say about it.
There's no house available.
Oh yeah, I
You
guess I
won't
could, huh?
regret it. Here's
Sweet.
the title to your steading.
Noise.
Follow the road east from Falkreath, then
Follow
north
the
to
yellow brick
Crossroads.
road.
Turn left just past Pine Watch. May wisdom forever light your path.
Wisdom, the realm of whiz. Of or pertaining to whiz. Wisdom. Okay. Let's get started on this house. I mean, the weather isn't ideal for it, but you know, where there's a will, there's a way. We'll build this house come rain or shine or rain or rain or rain. So don't worry, this isn't going to become solely a house building stream. I'm going to be doing lots of other stuff too. Not least of which because, you know, I don't have the money to sustain building all this stuff, so we're going to need to go make some, and the best way Hanzo knows how to make money is through mercenary work. So there's all that. The Eternity Quest for Iron. Yes, the Eternal Quest for Iron. Indeed, indeed. Welcome back, Mr. Vokne. Hope you are doing well. This is how Hanzo dies and becomes Scorpion, exerting himself during a rainstorm and getting stuck in the mud and dying of exposure. We've all been through this base part like 6,000 times, I'm sure. Actually, I think Hearthfire was kind of a deep cut for the DLC for Skyrim. I wouldn't be surprised if a lower number of people went through all of the Hearthfire content than the other major DLCs. House walls, I need more nails. But for my money, I enjoy the Hearthfire houses in general much more than I do most modded houses. I think they did a really good job with this. I mean, the UI is kind of clunky, right? But not as clunky as the two hinges a lock. Not as clunky, I feel like, as the sort of free roaming settlement building that expanded on this in Fallout 4. I feel like this works better. Everything's like kind of statically placed. You just have to turn it on or off. Less freedom for sure. Less ways to express your creativity, but it works better, I think. Iron fittings, lock, and two hinges. Iron fittings, lock, and two hinges. Iron fittings, lock, two hinges. Found myself loving it. I have satisfaction from building stuff with its framework. Yeah. I like mods which uses... Are you talking about the Hearthfire stuff or the Fallout 4 settlement building stuff? Because both are true. I just tend to prefer the Hearthfire stuff because it fits a little better with how I play the game. Definitely need the garden. Okay, so anybody know off the top of their head, is it better to do Creep Cluster, Scaly Foliota, and Mora Tapanella, or is it better to do Dragon's Tongue, Fly Amanita, Mora Tapanella? You need Mora Tapanella either way, right? About the workbench or any of these other amenities just yet, but I would like to convert this small house into an entryway. It's cool that Hearthfire gave you a vampire section. Yeah, awesome. But they should have also given you a cage to lock yourself in during full moons. That would be awesome. That's a good idea. I meant Hearthfire, though. I do install mods to expand options for Fallout 4 settlement building and hardly ever use them. Yeah. Well, it's hard, though, right? Because they expand it so much that you barely have the opportunity to even scratch the surface on that stuff. I put a lot of time into the Fallout 4 settlement building and vanilla Fallout 4 on my PlayStation 4. And I had a good time with it, but there came a point where I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't care if I ever look at this again. But I did put a few good dozen hours into like creating like just complete fortresses out of my settlements, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. But there does become a point when like you've had enough. Like, no more, please, thank you. And I know other people like completely live for that stuff, right? But that's not me. At some point, I need to get out of the settlement and go shoot something. And now you know why I enjoy BGS games more than Obsidian games. I was really interested in Fallout 4 settlement building until I discovered that monsters teleport in and your settlers run out to punch enemies. Yeah, that sucks. So one of the main projects I had in my Fallout 4 settlement was to find the Gatling guns for everybody, the chain guns, and like every single one of my settlers had one. It was pure chaos when a Deathclaw decided to try to come on in. Just chain guns going off everywhere. It didn't last long. It was awesome. But that goes to show you how much like time I put into that game, just finding like all the best gear for every one of my settlers. Concrete walls everywhere. Top level turrets all over the place. It would be like you would get that message that a settlement needs your help, is like being attacked and needs your help to defend itself or whatever, and then I would like fast travel over there and I would hear like a couple of explosions, and then it would be like, all right, you're safe, you're good. It was awesome. I also tried to build an arcade until I discovered you can't leave your Pip-Boy games inside a terminal. Ooh, I didn't even realize you couldn't do that. I sort of took that as a granted. I used to build more in Fallout 4. I remember building a sign out of light boxes in Sanctuary by the entrance. Nice. My playthrough turned into a never-ending pursuit of copper. Yeah, for me it was concrete. But yeah, running all the electricity, because you need copper to run that wire all over the place, right? That's funny. I mean, for most of the game, you're chasing adhesive all over the place, right? But for settlement building, you need things like concrete and copper. And then if you're like building robots and stuff, you need like a weird amount of like ceramic. So then you go chasing coffee cups all over the place. Good times. I remember them fondly, even though it was like there was a lot of things about that game that were really not good, but I had such a good time with it, and I do remember it fondly. I remember when I discovered the caravan system where you could assign settlers to transport resources from one settlement to another, and I was like, this is a game changer. Everybody needs to know about this. Okay, what time is it? 5:24 p.m. Okay, so what do I have more of? Probably Dragon Tongue. Dragon Tongue, Fly Amanita, and Mora Tapanella. Oh, went way past it. I said this before, but Fallout 4 is the greatest 3 out of 5 games that I ever played. Yeah, yeah, okay. No, I get that, because on paper it's a 3 out of 5, right? But then when you're 80 hours deep into a playthrough, it's a 5 out of 5. It's terrible, but it's like, what else do I want to do with my time? It's like, all I want to do is play this game. So how can it be a 3 out of 5? I feel like Starfield's going to be the same way in a lot of ways. It's going to have a lot of stuff to do, which other games do better, but no game does them all in the same place. And that kind of sums up that 3 out of 5 nature of Fallout 4, and even any BGS game, really. It's like the stealth action is how most people play this game, right? But Dishonored does it a lot better. Thief does it a lot better. So many other immersive sims do it so much better that if you're playing for stealth action, then you're playing the wrong game. If you're playing a melee build and you like, you know, decking out your dude in full heavy armor and just going head to head with other enemies, there are other games better for that. There are beat 'em up brawlers, Devil May Cry, God of War. Other games do that better. Crafting, settlement building, other games do it a lot better. Shooting, other games do it a lot better. And like deep roleplay, like skill trees and perk systems and things like that, other games do it much better. Divinity, Morrowind even did it better. Yeah, even things like Dragon Age and like Diablo and stuff like that are better for like pure gameplay buildcraft stuff. But no other game does it in a way that's so immersive and does it all together, all in one package. So it's like, in terms of crafting a character concept, and then being able to customize the way they look, their backstory, the equipment that they use, the way that they act, little different rituals that they have from day to day. Just being able to like eat food or craft potions or cook or things like that. That could be part of your daily routine in Skyrim. And things like that just aren't available in other games with such like a free-form open world. It's insane the amount of freedom in character and player expression that this game has compared to anything else, really. And that wasn't as much in Fallout 4, but with like botting and, well, just because of the closed-ended nature of its story, you always played as the same person from the start, and you always ended up in the same place, you know, regardless of what faction you went to. It's very narrowly banded what you can do at end game. It's just, am I doing it for these people or am I doing it for these people? But it's essentially the same thing. But Fallout 4 had it too, in terms of like the armor that you could wear and what you could do and your little rituals and like how your character made money or what your character's goals were and how you achieved them. It was pretty good as far as that goes. It seems like Starfield will be even better. High hopes for that game. Man, they just they took a game that everybody was all they had like realistic expectations for, and then they did that Starfield Direct, and now everybody is like, oh my god, this is going to be the best game ever. I hope it's not another Cyberpunk. Honestly, if they return to the same form as Fallout 4, I'll be very happy with that game for a very long time. But it looks like it's a lot more than what Fallout 4 was. If they deliver on half the stuff that they showed in that presentation, I'll be a very happy camper. But if they deliver on 10% of it and it's just another Fallout 4, I will also be a very happy camper because it'll still be infinitely better than Fallout 76.
All crafted by the best blacksmith in
And we still have the
Skyrim.
promise of all that new stuff making it into Elder Scrolls 6 too, which is awesome.
I mostly deal with petty.
Okay, let's see if the leadership is ready to dole out more jobs. Do I have anything else I can do?
Ass man who said, "Let me show you."
Ayla, I don't think I want to fight animals. Let's see if Vilcus is around. Vilcus was out on his little expedition with Rhea. Wonder if he's gotten back. Oh, it's the greatest 3/5 of a game you've ever played. I gotcha. That makes sense too. Well, there's Farkas, and I think I see Vilcus over there. There we go. All right, you ready to dole out some work yet? No, he's not.
Friend.
How about you?
Good to see you. There's always some sort of trouble in the Reach, but a local warlord has raised the stakes. We have to handle the situation.
Okay.
You'll be clear.
I don't mind putting some local warlord in his place.
I've never faced one myself, but I hear disturbing things about them.
Yeah, they're definitely not a comfortable hang, if you know what I mean. I'll take care of it.
Excellent. Show them no mercy.
When you have a supply line with Vault 88, you never have to worry about concrete ever again. Ooh, interesting. See, I kind of fell off the whole settlement building thing after Vault, or even before Vault 88 came out. All the settlement building stuff that they added to it, I almost never took advantage of because I was completely burnt out of settlement building by then. Vault 88 was the customizable one, right? Where you could build the whole settlement inside that vault. It's sad that Ayla is the coolest companion, but her Radiant quests are so awful. Yeah, there's just nothing to them. It's like, go here, kill this animal. Come back. Yeah, go kill a badger that wandered into someone's home. Travel all the way to Markarth to do that. Yeah, indeed. Okay, at some point here, we're gonna have to find all the rest of the standing stones here to get that, to unlock that hidden unlockable ability too. 6:47 p.m. How are we doing on needs here? Mildly thirsty. Not a problem. Let's take care of that, shall we? Boom. All right, let's head to the Carthwason carriage stop, I guess, and then we'll head into Blind Cliff from there. Do some nighttime chippity chop. I like her pelt collection stuff, companion edition. Oh, and the mod should change stuff. The other 3 also give you. Oh, nice. Yeah, I had like more Radiant quests. I had the one where Vilcus wouldn't send you to go rough someone up. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. And I had some other stuff, but when I'm trying to flesh out a build concept, that stuff just kind of got in the way. For a deep role play, like a long playthrough, yeah, for sure. Stuff like that's great. But when you're just trying to explore a character concept, it gets a little cumbersome. But it does sound... Oh, is this a thief? This guy has no idea what he's getting into.
Hand over your valuables.
Kind of a cool look, though.
Or I'll gut you like a fish.
Is that glass armor or is that the glacial armor? I can't tell.
Don't you walk away from me.
Ooh, he's got spirit walk going, huh? Wow, this guy is tough. Parried that pretty well, though. Yeah, come on, get back up. Come help me level up my block skill. Oh, he can't stand up. He keeps getting injured. You okay, bud? Oh, really? That's all you got? Alright. It was glass armor after all. It's just the haziness of the rain made it look gray instead of green. Yeah, I'm gonna take your armor and sell that off later. I'll leave you here naked and alone with no dignity whatsoever. Not that you had any, being a thief. Quick save. Love when every once in a while Skyrim has a character just weigh any armor piece and they look absolutely wild. Yeah, sometimes it works better than other times too. Like that guy kind of looked awesome, I thought. But every once in a while they just look like a complete clown. Okay, we're getting very close to the cave now. Shadow Dance for the win. Levels up my alteration and gets me where I'm going faster. Remember this one brought back pelt quests and made her able to be your shield sister instead of Farkas. Now I can't find it on net. Yeah, lots of stuff. So the last time I ran a playthrough, I think it was the Druid, actually. The playthrough I did for that build guide, the Triumvirate Druid. I was running like more Radiant quests or something like that, and the quest line bugged out on me and I was never able to unlock the totems. It's never happened. So I'm kind of trigger shy on, or kind of gun shy, I guess, on pulling the trigger on companions quests now. Just because being able to run those werewolf totems for a very werewolf-centric character was really important. I never had access to it because a mod bugged it out. Or even if it wasn't the mod to blame, it definitely contributed. Because of the added scripting and everything, added another layer of complexity where something could go wrong. I haven't had any trouble with the not so fast stuff, but again, when you're, which is great for like a longer roleplay centric playthrough. But if you're just trying to explore a character concept and get through stuff more quickly for like a build guide or whatever, you end up just whiling away the days. Days in Skyrim can be very, very long if you're waiting for quests to continue. Oh, I see you up there. I think I can get up there, but... Woo! Okay, this is Nothing gonna hurt. She did come down to meet me, though. That's good. Am I out of healing potions? I think I might be. And she has taken no damage, so let's get some paralysis on here. Definitely need some healing. Oh, I do have healing. That's good. Just drop an ultimate one on there. Out of stamina. Okay, I think Salamander Touch, yeah, her animation's bugged out now. I think Salamander Touch leveled up. It was either Salamander Touch or Fire Blast. All kinds of good stuff to sell. Let's take a look at that now. Hey there, Tom. Worm sands to you as well, friend. Oh, got a direct link. How about that? Service with a smile. One time I got into a fight with a bandit gang and a troll started attacking me, so I was running down a mountain and then a dragon flew at me. Oh, jeez. It's too much. Getting close to another level up here. I still have 3 perks in the bank I'm not sure how to spend. Maybe we can talk about that a little bit too. Found who? Oh, hey there. Switch to your one-handed weapon, huh? I don't know why.
I cannot rescue.
Hamstrung, I'm on the way back up. Oh, gotta take that lantern off. I can't see anything. Ooh, okay. Another frost mage? Try to do this without paralysis. Warlock's Ring helped a little bit there. So I am running the Warlock's Ring from the Fishing CC. That's this little guy right here. So it makes you move a little bit faster. Health regenerates a little bit faster. But the big thing is that it's a weaker ward, but it does create a ward that protects against magic for the duration of however long you're blocking. So you saw me kind of get staggered there a little bit. That was the ward breaking. Yeah, I think we talked last stream about how I wanted to see if I could port the Odin ward into the Warlock's Ring ward. That might make it a little too strong though, honestly. Right now it's balanced because it has like a lot of different effects to it, and you also don't need to invest into like the restoration skill and also have like a bunch of magicka in order to channel that ward. So it makes sense that the ward effect would be a little weaker, but I think at high level play it might just be a little too weak, so maybe I'll just buff up the amount of hit points that has. Oh, we got the Melter quest. Okay, let's do this.
Stole my tower. Hater, through your bones.
Hey, Visitor X. New name, I like it. Hey man, I'm on PS4. I don't know what I did, but there's this big werewolf that comes out of nowhere and one-shots me every time I do Every time I do no damage to him at all. I was hoping you knew anything about that. Okay, like what quest are you on? Where are you at? What are you doing?
You have a pretty staff. Help me find better.
It was exciting watching your Argonian Magus. Yeah, that was a cool start.
Take my prize staff. I
think you got a good thing going there. Oh, Tom's giving you a gentle nudge there. It's like, maybe after Karn's done, Magus should have a stream.
Let us go up.
Yeah, so Magus has started a sneaky vampire assassin Argonian character over on Twitch. So if you're interested in that, please do click his button. I got a link in the description of this video below for his Twitch channel.
There's a trick to this. Trick is to not
out of the way, Melka.
And there's a lever.
Yeah, go click on his channel, leave him a follow. I'm sure he'll appreciate it, and you'll also have a good time. Magus does a lot of cool character concepts and stuff like that. Always trying new things. Lots of different ways to play. Yeah, and I really did enjoy that what I saw of the Argonian. I ended up having to work a little bit later, so I caught like the first, I don't know, hour or so of it. But Magus streams are always fun. Highly recommend.
My parlor.
I feel like there was another enemy out here, usually, but I guess not. Okay. Coming at me with that wonky ass short spear animation. Oh, out of the way, Melka. It's all your sins catching up to you. Yeah, I hate to assume that somebody deserves something like that, but you know, chances are they probably did for something. They did in their lifetime. Yeah, he's a fun start, though. He will sneak a tad less over time, but it will be into the build. Okay. The blood magic will later be saved for bosses and dragons, but I should also be able to take them down with just melee combat eventually. Our levels aren't high enough yet. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the beauty of a game like this, right? Is your, maybe not your play style, but the character itself evolves over time, and it does open up new things that you can do to supplement what your character can already do. I've been on a big kick lately about very tight, well-defined play styles and building around that, finding like 1 or 2 synergies between, you know, 2 or 3 different spells or skills or things like that, and building off of that. I feel like if you restrict it that way, each one of your builds has more of a unique identity, and they all kind of, they don't become all homogenous like if you tend to do the same things all the time in each character. So that's what I've been focusing on myself lately. But that being said, the more your character levels up, there are ways of strengthening what you can already do, or finding like ways to enhance the functionality around what you can already do. Okay, might need a little bit of lined armor, one-handed, fortified destruction. We'll do some fortified block. Put some poison on the blade, try to keep that up. Definitely resist magic, and I'm not sure what Draskua is going to be. It looks like fire based on the glow coming from her left hand up there. So let's do fire here too.
Die.
Ouch. Well, maybe not so much ouch. Not Draskua. Draskua's over at Hag's End, I think. This is Petra. let's get in there and mix it up. Softened them up enough yet. Okay, that went pretty well, actually.
Petra, curse her eyes.
Got a little squirrely on some of the aiming on those fire spells, but tightened it up, made the adjustments.
Live in my tower, roost in my home, mix pretty poisons.
I've never built a character
shiny
properly.
eyeballs.
It's always pure id when I level up and look at perks. Oh, this looks nice. Yeah, sure, and that's definitely a viable way to play. That's how these BGS games are built, right? And they're actually wide enough in their perk trees and stuff, and their skills and their spells and things like that, that you can have unique playthroughs playing like that for a while, right? I have never really taken a break from this game since 2011. I played other games now and then, but yeah, I'm I'm at the point now where I'm looking for novel ways to experience this game. And if I leave myself to my own devices, I always end up with some kind of sneak archery, and then light armor, one-handed axes, and a light shield. And that's how I play the game. Like every time, if I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna role play and make decisions on the fly, I always end up with an axe in my right hand, a shield in my left hand, a bow with some sneak, and maybe I'll change like what perks I take now and then, based on the situation, but I always soften them up with some sneak archery shots and go in and clean them up with the axe and the shield and try to stay agile. So I've been trying to enforce on my own a little lately, to keep all my builds from looking the same. Especially now that I'm doing the content creation and build guides and stuff, I need some very unique identity from build to build. It might be a little harder to maintain otherwise. So yeah, a completely viable way to play the game, and I played like that for many, many years. Do any of you use the 20% more perks from order? I did for a while, and then again, I made the realization that I think Ordinator works better on a balancing level and a builds level, making sure that builds don't become homogenous by keeping the vanilla amount of perks, one per level. But I did used to use that, and usually by level 30 you're completely fleshed out on whatever you want, and you're very powerful, and the game ceases to become a challenge. But yes, I have used that, and I've also used what was it, Dirty Weasel's uncapper config for Ordinator, which does kind of the same thing, but also monkeys with skill progressions and things like that. And I just found that you get too powerful too fast. And the permadeath kick that I was on, and then Shadow of Skyrim and everything, where I was trying to make death a more frequent part of the gameplay, I couldn't do it anymore. The game became too easy too fast. But if you're running a lot of other mods that make your game more difficult, and it varies from player to player, right? Not everybody has the same skill levels or whatever, and that's fine. I'm not like trying to diss on you for that or anything. Not at all. But if you have to balance it for your own level, your own needs and everything. So if you're running mods that make it harder, or maybe for whatever reason you have a harder time playing the game on any difficulty level, then yeah, that can make it, that can balance things out for you.
Such a kind nibble you are.
That's why it's so hard to balance this game with just like one set of overhauls, because it's very finely tuned for one particular player, whoever has that mod list. Oops, did not, I just bumped everything. That's the drawback. Whoops, I forgot to talk to Malka again. I gotta go talk to her. This witch is watching you ransack her home. Yeah, I know. She's just not doing anything about it. Okay, no, we're done. Okay, I think we're good. Return to Farkas, indeed. You using Ember's 2K mod? I think so. And welcome, Arbiter of Destruction. Ember's XD or HD. XD since it was from base Novus. Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. If we get a crash here, I'll check MO2 and I'll get you a definitive answer. But Scorpion's been very, very stable. So I wouldn't expect a crash anytime soon, but it could happen. Okay. Yeah, if Ember's XD comes with the base Novus guide, then that is what I'm running. I think I also have a mod watch link too in the description below, so you could click on that and just do a Control F for Embers on that page, and it'll tell you exactly what I'm running. I do keep up with the mod watch link. I update that whenever I update my mods. Hey, it's your birthday! Happy birthday, Arbiter of Destruction, and welcome. I don't think I've seen your name here before, unless you've changed it. But happy birthday. Looks like XD as well. Okay, probably is then. Perhaps that's a me problem, and I spread out my skills too much. No, I don't think it's a problem at all. It would be a problem for me because of content creation and the way that I play the game, but it might not be a problem for you at all, right? Yeah, I'm not saying it's a problem. Not at all. If that's the way you enjoy playing that game, I don't have any bone meal. And again, depending on any of the mods that you have or what difficulty you're playing on and how you like to have fun. That's why, and I included that 20% more perks. Because that's how, oh, I got Red Sand Dance. I completely forgot. We must have gotten this in the last stream. This is a momentous occasion. That's 30 battles of 3 or more people at once that we've come out on the other side of. This is always a momentous occasion in any Imperious Redguard playthrough, right? Because that is like, it's a ridiculous requirement to unlock this thing. But yeah, this is a power that when we activate it for the next 45 seconds, anytime we sprint, we're going to slow time by 90 seconds or by 90%. That's an incredible time reduction effect. I'm gonna have to play with this. I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm using that. We'll try it in our next fight. Haven't used Phoenix Strike at all yet either. Okay, yeah, I need some bones. Some bone meal in particular. Scrimshaw. It's hard to go from watching a build video to doing a build on your own, because even if you go verbatim, it won't be, yeah, exactly. That's why it's nice to put your own spin on it. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to, I don't give you step-by-step instructions in my build videos. I give you like the key perks to take. I give you the key spells and skills. And I give you some gameplay combinations to monkey around with, to play with, but I don't do like what Fudge Muppet does and like say, okay, first you're going to do this quest and then you're going to do this one, and then for these first levels you want to take these perks, because it just like Magus said, it never works out that way. And then it's like eventually you get off track and you're like, where do I go now? If you were following a step-by-step guide and all of a sudden one of those steps don't exist. Yeah, I give you a framework and then you can build off of it from there. Mostly what I try to do is identify synergies, and I think that's what Belisarius focuses on too, and he's one of my favorite builders on YouTube, even though he uses Valkyrie. which is kind of a shame. I think he's done some Ordinator builds here and there, but yeah, if he were an Ordinator builder, I would be all over that all the time. I still am, but yeah, he's a master at finding synergies. The guy's awesome. That's what I try to focus on. One bone meal required. Oh, dang it. I created the bits of bone, but I didn't create the bone meal. Here we go. My last character had archery, one-handed light armor, alchemy, destruction, smithing, enchanting, and alteration, so lots of perks required. Yeah. And that's usually what happens in long plays. So my Nemesis concept, which is sort of like the first truly restricted, like, this is the playstyle I'm going for, these are the synergies I'm using, everything else is just to strengthen that. I was build complete at like level 43 or something like that. I have so many unused perks in that playthrough, it's crazy. So at some point it's like you have all these perks you don't know what to do with, so you may as well just widen it out. And that is using the vanilla perk award, like the vanilla perk award, so you only awarded one perk per level, and I still had a lot of extra ones. But something wide like the Triumvirate Druid build guide that I did, I need to put some stuff away. I am cucumbered. 13. I need to get rid of 13 pounds of stuff. I should have dropped some of this off at Ryek's End. My way over here. The fresh meat, I'm not going to use that anymore, so I need another 9 pounds out. I may as well chuck those. Maybe another 1 pound of something. Do I have something I can eat? Yeah, all this raw meat I don't need either. Thought I had like horse meat or something in here too. Oh well, that's plenty. Okay. Yeah, Belisarius did the Gandalf build. He's been working on that one for a long time. He finally found the mods that made like the staff telekinesis thing work. It's always good to have an end game goal for your character build, but it's also important to see early mid-game goals too. Good general perks: speech for shouts, alchemy for literally every build, 1 perk in sneak, 1 perk in pickpocket just in case, and using an eye, the first perk for most trees. Yeah, even I don't go that wide in most of my playthroughs. So yeah, there's like speech is always useful. Whoa. Sneak is a slippery slope. If you're restricting yourself to 1 perk in sneak, then you'll be fine. But the more you invest into into sneak, and the more you level up in sneak, the easier it is to use it as a crutch, I think. And that's when your builds start becoming homogenous. It's these really powerful skills that like you start using for every character, and that's kind of where I'm at with alchemy right now. I just realized. Oh no. So yeah, I gotta restrict my use of alchemy, but yeah, even without perks, just leveling up these skills is very useful as well. Like alchemy is extremely useful with no perks at all in it. Just alchemy at level 100 is a formidable skill, very formidable skill. Same with enchanting, smithing, as long as you're not trying to improve an enchanted piece of gear. Smithing at level 100 without any perks can be very powerful, especially when used in conjunction with enchanting and alchemy, with no perks in any of those. That's why I haven't perked either of those 2 trees with the Argonian Vamp yet. Yeah, once you're there, you're kind of there, right? Let's see here. I need to go sell some stuff off. That will give me money for training and building supplies. So the next priority is getting the greenhouse at Lakeview Manor. And in order to do that, I gotta make the main hall, sort of. So yeah, let's go ahead and rest 9 hours. That'll get us to 8 a.m. and we can start selling some stuff off, making some money. Forgot to include sneak yet. I had a very particular vision in mind. Yep. And that's kind of the thing too. If you're going in with a specific vision, that can be both a good thing or a bad thing. Bad thing if it doesn't end up working out, but a good thing to help keep you restricted to a well-defined playstyle that you have in mind, so you don't just become a homogenous, sneaky archer with paralysis poisons, right? Yeah, for the Nemesis Arcane Archer, I started with Magus's Nemesis Armor. That's why I called it the Nemesis Arcane Archer. And with the hood, and the kind of the armor pauldrons and the loose kind of robes around the legs, I felt like, okay, this guy, he can get in close and mix it up, but he's kind of all about mobility, but it also has like a mage vibe to it, so that automatically led me to Arcane Archer. And then he had some potions on his belt, so I was like, okay, we'll do some investment into alchemy as well. But Arcane Archer to me is all about that Lion's Arrow perk in the archery tree, and I found some synergy with the destruction of the Witch Bolt in the Warlock, Triumvirate Warlock. What am I doing here? Anyway, we can go turn that in and we'll start selling stuff off. With the Witch Bolt and the Warlock Conjurations. So I was like, okay, if I'm using Conjuration anyway, let's go ahead and use the Conjured Bow. So the core gameplay style, the core play style of that became shoot people with the Conjured Bow, hit them with the Witch Bolt that was hooked up via Lion's Arrow. Once I get a powered up Spirit bound, then I'm going to conjure up another whatever Warlock minion, and then I have a powered up minion to help me out. Then just recast Bound Bow.
Good to see you.
And start the cycle over again. And that's basically the whole play style of that one. Everything else I built around making that stronger and making that more effective, and kind of filling in the holes of like weaknesses as well.
Another job well done. Your payment is secure, and you have my thanks.
Well, thanks for your thanks. Any more work to be done?
Travelers have been coming to Whiterun. They tell stories about dragons. I've heard of them, but didn't think they were real. You ever seen one?
Oh yeah, I've seen one.
You are a very brave man, but I already knew that.
Hey, let's go kill a dragon, huh?
Well, that's one way to find out if they're real. I even know where we might find one. Lead on.
All right. Okay, yeah, I wanna sell some stuff off here. Skyborn Altar. That is south of Morthal, yeah? Southwest. Kind of west of Labyrinthian, I suppose. Across the stream from Dead Men's Oh no, this is east of Labyrinthian. I was thinking it was this one over here. There's another dragon roost over here. Okay, so we have Farkas in tow for a little bit. That's fine. You can accompany us on our errands. We can kick it. We're bros.
The very idea is inconceivable.
Farkas is probably... a lot of people rag on Farkas for being dumb or dim or slow or whatever. I personally don't think he's that dumb. I think he's got a fair amount of wisdom. He's able to take his lessons and he's able to recall them in appropriate situations. So that to me is pretty much the classic definition of intelligence, right? And practical wisdom.
Good to see you.
He doesn't have the brightest speech patterns, I would say. So a lot of people rag on Farkas for being kind of a dullard, but he's also like the least amount of asshole out of all of the companions. So I end up being a little more friendly with Farkas and a little more accepting of him than a lot of the other companions. Vilkas and Ayla can be total assholes. Like total assholes. Nyada is an asshole. Yeah.
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess.
But Farkas is cool. Farkas is always cool. Always down to hang with Farkas. Got 90 left here. Well, yeah, we can leave him with a 6 septum tip. Why not?
It's been good talking to you.
I think we're gonna need to buy some lumber. Probably need a good supply of iron. Still on the lookout for a paralysis effect. Wife is sending me BuzzFeed articles. We all have our vices, I suppose. BuzzFeed is hers.
This long winter. I breathe now in royalty.
So Eorlund doesn't have enchanted gear, but he will have a lot of iron for us to buy.
My poor Fralia thinks Thorun's still alive. Gods be praised.
Down to 70. I'm gonna keep the Apotheos armor just in case I wanna make that switch. And we're looking for 22, something worth 22 points. All right, that's gonna do it. Eorlund's got that Conan headpiece. Yeah, I love that thing. That is the Hero Circlet, I think. It's light armored. It goes with a lot of different armor pieces too. If you want to run like a warrior or rogue type character that is light armored, but you don't want to have a hood or helmet on that covers up their head the entire time, that is like the perfect piece for you. I've used it on several occasions, actually. It's great. I love that headpiece. We'll start with Adrian.
What can I do for you? Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Oh, and I forgot to buy all the iron from Eorlund anyway. Okay, let's just sell some stuff off. We go back to him. So what other games you guys been playing? You've just been focused on Skyrim, or you've been playing other stuff?
Hello,
I'm still going hard in Diablo 4 and Street Fighter 6 personally. I did pick up. Oh yeah, here's the Barbarian Hero Circlet. We were just talking about it. Yeah, this is awesome. I love this piece. I thought Adrian's dress was her skin and that the ties down her back were like a spinal tattoo. Oh wow. Yeah. I guess your skin would be pretty pink if you're working the forge like that all day. Shrieking, dying, dawn. Ooh, immobilizing. Look, we found one. Freaking perfect. Man, I was prepping for this stream a lot yesterday, and I went from like vendor to vendor for like 2 hours trying to find a paralysis effect, and I could not find one off stream. It was ridiculous. So glad I found one. I would rather have had it be on a cheaper piece, right? But that's okay. Now we have it. That is awesome.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Okay, that pretty much taps me out as far as smithing vendors. Let's go do the general ones here. Yeah, that Adrian dress is a whole return to the is this dress white and gold or black and blue? That whole meme thing from a few years back.
It's a shame.
Take a look.
All I ever saw on that dress was black and blue. So one day I was sitting on the toilet, you know, just struggling for my life with what you think I was struggling with. And I just stared at it, I squinted at it, and all of a sudden it turned white and gold. I was like, whoa, that's what other people are seeing. But it took it took a long time staring at it before I saw it, and that was the only time. It was like a rare epiphany. It was a rare toilet epiphany, which would be an awesome indie band name. The Toilet Epiphany. I feel like that's a real phenomenon, though, right?
Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire, and I'll send.
There have been times when I've had this like really tough problem at work that I was trying to solve.
All ears. Take a look.
It's not until you get out of your own head and get some peace and quiet somewhere in a private place to where you don't have anything else to do except for just be alone with your thoughts. And then all of a sudden, the answer becomes clear. It's like when you look at a collection of dots and finally see a sailboat. Yep. Like one of those magic eye things. Except I do know how to do those. It's like you almost reversed crossed your eyes. You get real close and then you get the image to cross instead of your eyes, and then you see a 3D image of it. But yeah, it's like one of those illusions. When you see it, you see it. Do I have anything else to sell you? Let's go categorically here. 511, that's too expensive. I feel like I have a scroll to sell you. I do. I feel like I can use all of those poisons. True shot I don't need, we're not an archer. Probably about does it. Let's see if there's something. Fear potion recipe, I haven't read that yet. I am running a mod, it's like an SKSE script that allows you to actually learn the effects from an alchemical recipe. A novel concept, right? I think CACO has that intrinsically, like inherently in there. It's like built in. But yeah, it's CACO does too much, in my opinion. So just having an SKSE script to handle just that aspect of it is preferable for me. Elithor, back to Belithor. How are we doing on money? Pretty good. I'm gonna have to buy everybody out of iron ingots now too.
Welcome to Belithor's General Goods. Well, everything's for sale. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, I was saying the other stuff I've been playing. Diablo 4 got my rogue up to level 56. I've been doing some end game content. The legendaries are flowing now, so I'll be able to flesh that build out. That's exciting. Street Fighter 6. I am a stone's throw away from reaching platinum rank with my Marisa, the Greek Pankration fighter. She just punches people to death. It's awesome. I do want to do a character concept for her in Skyrim as well. And then Final Fantasy 16 came out this week, and oh my god. So I played it that night. It's a PlayStation 5 exclusive right now. I don't even think you can get it on PC. I played it that night a little bit, and I was just, my entire brain turned off, and my jaw was just like slack. It was wide open. My mouth was wide open. And I was just watching everything unfold in front of me. And it's a lot of fun. It looks beautiful. The combat mechanics work great. I only got, I don't know, like an hour to an hour and a half into it, so I'm barely scratching the surface on that. But alongside Diablo 4 and Street Fighter 6, and like all the content I still want to do for my channel. I don't know, man. It's tough. I got a lot to keep me busy between now and Starfield on September 6th. Or before that, actually, because you know I'm getting that collector's edition for that early access. Okay, one more thing left to do. Let's head over to... Oh, actually, let's check for a Khajiit caravan. If we have the caravan here, we'll go ahead and buy some ingredients from them. And then we'll head back to Ryek's, disenchant this bow that we have. Make sure we have the paralysis effect in the catalog. And then we'll head over to Skyborn Altar with Farkas here, and we'll go kill us a dragon. Hey, the wind. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well on this Saturday. Okay, yeah, I didn't see a caravan over there. Okay, so, yep, back to Ryek's. We're gonna drop some stuff off. We're gonna disenchant our bow of paralysis here. And then to Morthal. Ooh, that sounded like a dragon. Did you guys hear that? It sounded like a dragon, like attacking maybe the meadery or something. Okay, well, they'll still be waiting for us. Yeah, you heard it. A Durgan indeed. A dragon. I saw a dragon. Probably a forest dragon? Yeah, probably. Man, that reminds me, I still got to get my bot set up. I've been chipping away at it little by little. It'll be here. I just have so much stuff to do and so little time to do it, especially with all these new games I've been playing. It's been really hitting me in the productivity balls, you know? Okay, I think we're good with encumbrance. What is weighing me down so much? Animal bones, maybe? Crafting materials? I'll take those back to Lakeview, I suppose. So this cave layer canon to Hanzo's story, or are you just kind of using it? Yeah, the later one. It's just I'm just kind of using it. This is Ryek's End, the productivity balls. Yeah, I got hit right in the productivity balls. New merch. There you go. Yeah, there was a dragon out here, right? Now, was it attacking Whiterun or was it attacking Riverwood? Because it can do either. I think there's a dragon spawn point in both places. Did he just peace out? Yeah, well, alright. There goes a dragon soul I'll never get back. Would be great for Batman or a Zorro, though, indeed. Yeah, no, Ryek's End I use in a lot of my playthroughs because it's like really out of the way. It has everything that you need. It's kind of minimal in terms of like space and footprint and everything, but it's got one of everything, so it's extremely functional. It's right in the starting area here. So yeah, I just use it for utility's sake. Let's head to Morthal, shall we? It's attacking. It was attacking. Oh, now we got something. Spiders, probably. They're usually spiders on the road or off the road over here. Oh, ice raids. I hear him. Oh, he's getting squirrely. Yeah, just hit him with the fire effect there, and I'll take care of the rest. Anyone else? Alright. So we are headed to Labyrinthian now. So yes, we do want to go the other way. So Hanzo's feeling a little happy-go-lucky, so I think we're just gonna skip. Skip to Maloo, skip. Whoa. Got a little caught in the terrain there. Shadow Dance doesn't work so great uphill, I guess. Whee! Whee! And there is our side path here. What was I gonna try? Oh yeah, the red sand dance. Boom. We can try that against some of the trolls over here. There's some things that I really am interested in seeing, like, does red sand dance work if I sprint and jump? Or if I dodge roll? Because I think technically I'm sprinting if I'm dodge rolling. Maybe? We'll see. Anybody home? Oh, I see a dude up there. Who saw me? It's probably the one in the tower over here. Yep. Okay, let's activate Red Sand Dance and... Oh, it's just for the time that you push the sprint button, it looks like. Got 4 to 5 seconds of this. Okay, so it does actually work with the sprint jump too, it looks like. That's awesome. As long as you keep the sprint button held down, it looks like, well, depending on what kind of mods you're running with how that affects. Yeah, I don't know how useful this actually is. Strike.
Only a fool lets himself get surrounded.
I'll have to play with it a little bit. Yeah, the Red Sand Dance is so hard to unlock, and then it's hard to like find ways to actually use it. I guess it could be useful if you're like trying to get around mage fire or like bolts and arrows and stuff like that. You could use it tactically in that case to get in on a ranged opponent. Was he getting back up in slow motion? You're drunk, it's disgusting. Practicing our ninja agility skills here. Don't need the troll skulls. I'm gonna keep one large animal bone on hand just in case I need to make bone meal. Okay. Okay, now where to? We need to go out of Labyrinthian through the south, and then we need to turn back around and go slightly west to climb up the side of the mountain there. May as well grab the wooden mask while we're here too. Why not? Where is the entrance? Here we are. Ceremonial corundum sword. Alright, we'll take it because we have the encumbrance for it, but it's not that valuable. It's kind of heavy, and it doesn't look like our style, sadly. I keep forgetting that red guards have infinite stamina when they're not in combat. You can just literally sprint everywhere. The wooden mask and Dragon Priest mask in general reminds me of the mask with Jim Carrey. Yeah, the mask of Loki. It kind of fits. This being like Nordic themed and everything. Yeah, it turns out the mask is kind of a Viking movie. Right? Okay, we got a dragon up here. We're gonna be blasting this guy with fire. Hopefully he's not a fire dragon, but if he is, well, you know. Oh, you know, before we check that, let's check out Forgotten Magic. I did see that we got a perk on something that we're doing. Ah, Fire Blast. Yes, we could use this. Is there anything that reduces fire resistance? Ah, here we go. If the target is affected by searing pain or ignite, consumes these effects and decreases target's fire resistance by 33% for 10 seconds. That's going to be good against fire dragons. But I need to make sure that I'm getting a searing pain chance to ignite for 5 seconds. Okay. So basically, it's going to consume the that burn effect from searing pain and just make the target more or less resistant to fire. I think that's what we need. Okay, let's get all set up. I'm not going to actually take any resistance potions until the dragon starts attacking, because he can take a good several seconds to fly around before he actually comes at us with a breath spell. It does look like a fire dragon based on the coloring. So for right now, I just need to fortify destruction. Everything else, I don't think I need anything else right now. Let's get him. It's an ancient dragon. It's like an ancient fire dragon from the coloring. Okay, now it's time for... Yeah, we did barely anything to him there. We'll reduce... Now that he's hit with ignite, the next shot should reduce fire resistance for him, though. So let's do resist magic, resist fire. Wow, even with all the resistance, look how much damage that's doing. We're going to be chugging health potions like crazy here. Yeah, go for Farkas. Oh, that's because it's a that looks like frost to me. That does not look like fire. Well, he pulled the rope-a-dope on me. He looks like he's got fire dragon coloring, doesn't he? Oh my god. I was mashing the hotkey for the health potion, but nothing was coming out. Let's see, I do have more health potions. I need to hook that up to my hotkey. Definitely want regeneration. This is gonna be a tough fight. Oh my god. I don't feel like I have enough healing to get through this. The character with all the skills I mentioned was a cryomancer. So many of the features from the mods he had were about lowering, bypassing, or exploding frost resistance of enemies. Nice, yeah. Because everybody, and that's the drawback in vanilla Skyrim, is that everybody has frost resistance. All the Draugr, all the undead, all have frost resistance. All the Nords, all the bandits and rogue mages and everything else. Stormcloaks, Imperial soldiers that happen to be Nords. Oh, I forgot to hook up the hotkey to that. Healing, damn it. What is the hotkey I need? I think it's 3. Yeah. And these healing potions are not strong enough to really make a dent. Oh my god, I'm dead. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I think Farkas is already down for the count. I need to be able to use the terrain to my advantage here, but I don't really have a good place to hide. Can I get behind the word wall maybe? That might be my only option. Oh, and now I'm getting hungry, of course. Do I still have... I don't have my destruction up. Okay. Need to get that fortified destruction going. Let's go ahead and do that now. Was that my last one? That helps a little bit. Ah! How did he get me from there? Oh my god. Alright, I just gotta put all my healing potions in the quick menu so I don't have to keep coming over here. The ones I have hooked up to the hotkey are not strong enough to really do much. The regeneration potion is working though. That health is ticking upwards. And there goes all my magicka. I must be injured. Damn it. Now it's coming back. Oh, what a cluster. Halfway through the time on that fortified destruction potion. Do I have more of those, I wonder? Did he land? He landed somewhere. Sounds like he's fighting someone else. Maybe a troll down the Labyrinthian? Oh, somebody's taking a chunk out of him, though. Was that Farkas all the way down there? Gotta get back to my little hidey hole here, though. Yep, he came back at me here. I was so confident fighting dragons after the first encounter. I think that might have been last stream. It was just like a regular frost dragon, though. It wasn't an ancient dragon. And he went down so easy. I didn't realize that that dragon wasn't, like, leveled properly, though. Did he go land again? Run away! How he got around that stone structure there. 2 guys with swords versus a winged ice blizzard. Yeah, I know. This is nuts. You got another one? Come on then. Ah. Now you're playing a dragon who mapped out his perks and not a dragon who plays like I do. Apparently, the scales and the reptilian form is not the only thing that dragons have in common with dinosaurs. They also have very small brains, apparently. because if this is the tactic that's going to kill him, that vaunted dragon intelligence is really not showing through. Of course, neither is the intelligence of the companion there. Getting stuck on the terrain. Trying to get a shot in. Just gotta keep chipping away. This feels kind of dirty, but this is really the only option I have. Do I have any more to fortify destruction potions here? Use the last one in my quick menu. Oh, I have a bunch more. 44%? Heck yeah, baby. Okay, and we are leveling up Fire Blast this whole time too. Well, dragons are going to be a concern going forward as well, so I'm gonna have to rethink my tactics on how to deal with them here after fighting this ancient one. Because I don't want to do this with every single dragon I face. And with a fire dragon, it's going to be even more spongy because they have the fire resistance, right? This is actually a best case scenario in that I'm fighting a frost dragon and not a fire dragon, because I don't have access to frost spells as a pyromancer, right? He went for a second shot. Okay, wasn't expecting that one. And I'm out of magicka. Need an archer? Yeah, that would help. In this case, though, Farkas recruited me to come on this, and I haven't seen Farkas once. I think he took one shot from the frost dragon and from the frost breath, and he was like, nope, I'm good. Good shot. Okay, he's getting down there. We've got him down to 2/3 health, maybe? Maybe a little more? Or a little less, I mean. Okay, our destruction potion just wore out. Looks like he's coming in for a landing. We'll go ahead and pop another one. Get a couple of them in. Get another 2 or 3 in. For another breath. Okay, we're finding the rhythm a little bit. If he goes for this perch over here, that's ideal for us. We have the rhythm for that. Otherwise, if he just stops in midair somewhere, it gets a little wonky. So have to kind of take what we can get. Ah. Yeah, the archer thing is a good call. I am running Nether's follower framework, so I can get an extra follower. I try not to do that for balance purposes. Oh, we gotta level up on destruction there too. And I can level up if I need to. That's good to have. So yeah, in these situations though, it might be called for. Ooh, I'm out of destruction fortification too. But also I feel like with as strong as this guy is, he might just take out my archer like immediately. Just be right back in the same situation, but it is definitely worth a shot and consideration. Having a high-level archer with some good gear would make all the... Like, Inigo? Forget about it. Inigo can clear most of the content in the game by himself anyway. And let's face it, if you're running Inigo, then you're the sidekick. He's the main character. That's just the way it goes. You're the follower at that point, not him. Okay, he's going to be making a rough landing here at some point soon. Then Farkas will actually become more of a force, I hope. Nothing like cheesing out a spongy dragon in a BGS game, huh? Oh, I'm out of... Damn it. Out of magicka. Oh, here comes the rough landing. That was a cool trick. Where did he end up? Oh, downstairs. I don't know if this is good for me or bad for me. Turns out it's pretty bad for me. Okay. Where is he? All right, let's get some more resist magic, resist frost. I don't think I'm even hitting him. There we go. Okay, cheese it. Da-da-da-da-da. You must cheese it. So I need to look at the perk menu and see if there's anything I can do to make my fire spells stronger. That is going to be a major focal point of the build after this, is because my ranged attacks just aren't up to snuff. Let's do a quick save. Speaking of ranged attacks not being up to snuff, let's get in there. I don't know. I might die right away. But this is really what I'm more set up to do. The other issue here, oh, spider venom is not probably my best option there. Yep, okay. I was afraid of that. That's why I quick saved. way better. What? One wing attack killed me even after all buffed up with the... Well, maybe I quick saved before I took all that stuff. Yeah, I think I did. Okay. Deadly poison. Get some more regeneration going. Block. Fortify health. Light armor, one-handed. And we'll re-up on our magic and frost resistance here. Nope, I thought I disarmed on my way in. I guess it didn't. Nope, and my quick menu didn't come up. He just decided to crouch instead. That's cool. Oh my god, this is terrible. What can I do here? Stamina. Definitely need all of the stamina. Store health. Okay, finally. Jeez. That was a rough fight. That one goes out to the guy who was questioning the difficulty of my game with the different mods I had. That one's for you, buddy. Hope you didn't need those dragon bones. No, I'll definitely go back down and chase those. I just wanted to get the word before I went down there. And also the chest here. And there might be... I might have already gotten the ancient assassin from over here too, but I'll check that as well. Shield of Sithis, nice. Adventure. Could sell that. Use the healing potions for sure. Legionnaire sword? Why not? Have I already done the Sithis armor stuff? For the Black Sacrament? Oh, I have not. That is here somewhere. This is definitely one of the spawn points for it. It's over where I was camped. Nice. Fatality. Definitely wasn't a flawless victory, that's for sure. Get yourself Takeda, give him a bow and a whip. Nice. I like where your head is at. Well, Takeda was the guy with like the tentacle whips, right? With like the Omega Red whips, and then there was another dude who did the bow stuff. They're not the same guy, are they? I thought they were like buds. They were like BFFs. I could be mistaken. They might be the same guy. I just don't remember. I think that was an MK9 thing, maybe? Different people, but only one of them is Shirai Ryu. Okay, gotcha. Dragon Blood. Epic dragon battle indeed, right? Yeah, but that also means I really got to start making destruction a priority here. Also gonna need some resistance enchantments on my gear. I don't know if I have the prismatic enchantment anywhere. Doesn't look like I do. Maybe on the boots. Yeah, I mean, I could have been using the ward effect, but 25 points is going to be like literally nothing to that to the frost breath from that dragon. It would have shattered it immediately, and then I would have been staggered and defenseless against hey Farkas, good to see you, bud. Been a while.
Now that was a battle.
Was it? Were you even there? I guess I'll be nice to him. You fought well.
Thank you, Harbinger. We bring honor to the companions.
MKX is where Takeda was. Okay. MKX had such a long shelf life.
You go if
that
you
it's
want
it's
to. I've
hard
never
to
seen
remember
boats
like
this
just how
large. I
much
wanna make sure I
so much
remember
was
them so I
added
can
in
tell the
MKX.
story
It was
right.
crazy. All the
Otherwise,
cameo
Vilkas
like
would
guest
just say I was
characters.
making it up.
It kind of feels like it was around longer than MK11. I think probably because Injustice 2 came out in between. Okay, well, we got some thinking to do. We're going to be doing some meditations on that battle, see how we can improve things there. Farkas was guarding the battle site, making sure no goats intruded on your battle. Yep, indeed. Making sure I didn't trip over any of the rabbits or any of the other wildlife. Okay, got some stuff to sell now.
How's it going? The finest weapons and armor.
Here, buy all the stuff that I found while I was getting my butt kicked in the name of Farkas's pride. And then I will buy any iron that you have. Oh, no iron ingots, just 4 iron ore. Oh, you got plenty of iron ingots. Look at that. Hell yeah, I'll take all of it.
Good luck out there.
Gonna need things like goat horns for the goat horns and glass and straw for to furnish the inside of it too. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Oh, I did want to check. I want to make sure I tap out all the smiths in the area too. Whew, that got a little sweaty. No, I haven't used any economy overhauls.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find.
I don't know. Have you found one that works well?
Welcome to War Maidens. Now don't let the name worry you.
I feel
We
like
got plenty of
it's
steel
hard
for fighting men.
to fix something like the economy of these games
Looking to
without
protect yourself or
breaking
deal
it
some
even
damage.
more. But if you have any recommendations, I will gladly take a look at them. I might actually need some steel here and there too, but I'll make that more of
business with you.
over encumbered now. I guess I should have sold some more stuff off if I had any more things to sell.
Let me know if you see anything you like. We've got small weapons as well.
I don't think I have anything left to sell. I think I gave it all to Adrian. Oh, I do have a Legionnaire's sword here. The Apotheos armor I'm gonna keep just in case I decide to make the switch. I used economy overhaul and speechcraft improvements, but not sure if I want to in future playthroughs. It does make it much harder to afford stuff. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing, right? How do you improve the economy without it becoming a burden? You don't want to take all the fun out of it, right? And that's... A lot of people do like to crap on the economy in Skyrim and Fallout, but I don't know how they could have done things any better. I mean, there have been plenty of people who've tried to tweak the economy to make it more immersive or more realistic or whatever, but like Todd said in one of the Starfield pieces of content that they put out, is like they always try to err on the side of fun for the player, and
everything's for sale.
Really, I think
some may call this junk. Me,
mods
I
that
call them
add
treasures.
Gold to vendors' inventories are way more popular than mods that quote unquote improve the economy in terms of like immersion and realism and things like that, because they're more fun. They they become more of a enabler to the player than it does like a burden or a restriction, right? That being said, I'm not completely against an economy overhaul if it does it correctly, right? But it would have to be an improvement in more ways than one for me to completely overhaul that. Oh, I have all these dragon bones here that I can sell off too. I feel like I can sell those off at smithing vendors too. Ulfberth followed me out, so his inventory I think is now unified with Adrian's, but they might still have room in their budget for more dragon bones maybe. Okay, let's see. Do you have straw, glass, or goat horns? He does have some glass. He has some goat horns. That's great. And he has some straw. Where does that leave us at? 245 gold, which I think I can...
Remember,
pay for with some dragon bones. Okay, encumbrance is coming back down a little bit. Over time, even with those mods, you will get lots of gold. Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Is it only delays the inevitable, where the economy is just completely broken. And you're gonna have way more gold than you know what to do with.
You're someone who can get things done. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Oh, can't sell dragon parts
Don't
to
forget to
the
check inside
smithing
the shop
vendors.
if you need anything.
Which is odd, right? You would think that they would covet those materials for high-level vendors. I know alchemists will take them, though. Which, to my knowledge, there is no use in the vanilla game that an alchemist has for dragon bones, but you can still sell them all the same.
Hello, friend. Ah, so you're an alchemist then?
Not really, but you are, and you guys like bones, I've heard. Two things. Okay, that should take care of encumbrance. Oh, no. Not encumbrance free yet. Let's go see Elithor. Might be able to sell some things off to him. Got an empty can of Monster. I am fully caffeinated. Actually, that thing's lasted me like almost 3 hours at this point. That's the right way to drink a Monster energy drink, I think. Make it last. Wow, we are almost at 2 o'clock. This stream has really flown by, hasn't it?
Warm drinks and warm beds.
But I think we've hit all the goals we wanted to hit that I talked about in the beginning of the episode. We wanted to unlock our block trainer, which we did. We wanted to find an item with a paralysis enchantment on it, which we did. And what else did we want? Oh yeah, we wanted to start building our Lakeview Manor homestead, which we did. So we are doing well, I think. He's got 0 leeway. Maybe he's got a soul gem or something. Nah, no. He's got nothing. But now I have some other priorities, and one of them is getting resistance, elemental resistance set up. We got to get set up for these dragon attacks, because that was ridiculous. If one of them attacks in a place where I don't have cover like that I can't cheese them out with the terrain, then that's going to be a long, hard fight. I guess what I could do is take him down with the dragon rend, but I need to be able to get through the main quest, which includes several dragon fights that I'm going to be poorly equipped for until I get dragon rend. But yeah, I need to enchant up some gear. I need to craft up some higher level potions. I need to make destruction stronger. I think once I got him down on the ground, being able to fight him at that point was viable. What is it that's... I think it's just all the crafting materials that I have right now that's weighing me down. Yeah, so this is the SKSE script that I have plugged in right now. It gives me the knowledge of those effects just from reading the recipe without having to install the whole full-ass version of CACO to do it. Large animal bone will save us 2. I need... Oh, you know what? If I just have something that fortifies carry weight anywhere in my potions, that will work. Oh yeah, draft of strength. Here we go. That's all I needed. Okay, let's head back to Lakeview Manor here.
Right.
We'll drop off some of these materials if we need to, or just continue crafting here. Scorpion will be getting dizzy doing all that rolling. Indeed, he does. Okay, this stuff is still growing. Yeah, that's the only way I have of moving faster with when I'm encumbered. Main hall door. I need iron fitting, a lock, 2 hinges, and 2 nails. So I can do the fittings, the hinge, and the 2 nails. Oh, we do have a lock, though. Main hall door. There we go. Main hall foundation. I need more logs and quarried stone. Let's see. While I have the encumbrance in a good spot, let's go ahead and buy some lumber from the good folks at Riverwood. From Laud, I suppose. It could work for my next playthrough. Ooh, all the bones. Wind is into all the bones. Which both sounds awesome and frightening at the same time. It could work for my next playthrough with a bounty hunter character to get a feeling of a struggling roaming merc. Sort of a Geralt of Rivia experience. Yeah, as oppressive as it is, CDPR does do a good job with the alchemy, I keep getting those words mixed up, with the economy in The Witcher 3. Because you're always, like,
doing some building,
questioning your own morality.
Wherever you need.
It makes it like, okay, you really need the bounty from these monsters, even if
I'll have them hauled over right away.
The person who is paying you is struggling and can't pay. It's like you have to insist that they pay you in order to like move on in that game sometimes. And yeah, the struggle is real. But the economy is better in Skyrim than it is in any of those lands that you have in The Witcher 3. Those lands are war-torn. There's a full-on war going on. There is very little money to go around. Skyrim relatively is more well off, even with the civil war going on and everything. Commerce is still fully functional. They're less affected by the war efforts going on. The economy is still thriving. So it's less of like an oppressive, desolate landscape. But the economy also is completely out of control in Skyrim as well. Definitely need to be raising interest rates there, right? Let's see. Do I have every... Oh, no. I think I should actually buy more lumber while I'm here. While Lot is doing that thing. Let's buy a bunch more, actually.
It's good to see you again. Doing some building, eh? I'll have them hauled over right... Doing some building.
Okay, we'll do 100 logs.
Right away.
That's
Doing
3.
Some building, eh? I'll have them hauled over right away.
Or one more
Doing
round
some
ought to do it.
building, eh? I'll have them hauled over right away. Until next time.
Pod gave us some of that good wood, you know? Gave us a lot of wood. Also 2 things. Imagine a realism mod where after you sleep, you're super beat up and sore the next morning if you took major damage or walked around over encumbered. Yeah, I think Wildcat with has like and other combat mods actually do have injury systems and recovery systems and things like that. Those also end up being kind of oppressive. It becomes kind of a fun police mod at that point. It's a hard balance to strike, and honestly, I think BGS does a good job with it right out of the box of focusing on fun over realism and immersion. Wait, was it the fittings I needed or the nails? I don't remember. Just a whole lot of stone. I gotta go get a lot of stone for this thing too. Okay. Luckily, there is a stone quarry right here. Gotta love buying lumber 20 logs at a time. Yeah, that's like unnecessarily cumbersome, right? So is this, if we're being honest. I've been talking a lot about things BGS says, oh great, now I'm fighting and I'm encumbered. Where did you even come from? You freaking mutt. And there's usually more. Are there any more out here? Okay, that's the necromancer down at that shrine, which I'm going to be very uncomfortable having in my brand new home, right in my own backyard. Just some necromancer chilling down at the foothill of where my brand new home is. Yeah, me too. I think they're essential too. There's there's a quest tied to that necromancer. So you can't kill them. You can't join them. So they're just kind of there. Bring over an apple pie, sure. Welcome to the neighborhood. I'm your new neighbor. So, what are your plans for the day, huh? We have a game night my wife are going to with some coworker friends of mine. It's been a while since we've all been together in the same place. That is going to be fun. I'm very much looking forward to that. I think we're going to go try to find some dessert. We're going to do a Mexican food spread there at the people who are hosting. I haven't seen their new house yet either, so it's going to be fun to see what they got going on over there in their lives. This is actually a former co-worker that we try to stay in touch with, but haven't done a great job of. And they have a new house since we've seen them last. Looking forward to seeing the home that they've put together. Harder to keep track or to keep touch with former co-workers because like you don't see them every day, right? Current co-workers you do see all the time. So you get to catch up with them on a constant basis. Oh, I don't want a sable. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. see how much farther we can go with the materials that we have, and we'll take a look. 2 iron fittings. You know what? Do I want to? No, I can go get a smelter anywhere, I guess. But it would be nice to have it there for encumbrance consideration. So let's go ahead and get some iron fittings here. We have the ingots to spare for right now. But at some point we're going to be able to want to craft our own ingots. And that will be much more convenient doing it that way. Once we get this main hall all set up, then we can put a greenhouse in on the other side, and then we can really start making some money for training. Well, mostly for training at this point. But also for crafting materials, getting our gear all set up the way we want it, all that good stuff. More nails. Always making nails. One thing about Hearthfire too is it does a good job of leveling up your smithing skill too. Even though it's just low-level stuff that you're constantly building, it does all add up. 25 nails. Oh, hey, buddy. Whatever you're selling, I don't want any. Yeah, keep walking. The cellar I don't really need at the moment. It's a nice to have, but that's kind of a stretch goal. So let's transition over to our greenhouse over there on the left side of the house. On the west wing, I guess they would say. Okay, we need 2 fittings, 2 locks, and 4 hinges. Two fittings. Oh, I am out of corundum. 4 hinges. I need a couple of... I think corundum ingots. 2 corundum ingots. What do I have? Do I have any corundum ore? Or do I have to go find it? I don't have any corundum ore. Okay. Well, ooh, not encumbered anymore. All right, so this is what I'll be doing off stream anyway, between this weekend and the next one. Yeah, just building this thing out, moving Scorpion's story along. So I think I'm gonna start winding down the stream here. Let's see, this week, I think Wednesday, I'm gonna shoot for, anyway, having a Hermaeus Mora Winter Sun guide out on how to use all those, you know, those creepy Eldritch pages and everything there. Hermaeus Mora is a deity I've been having a lot of fun with in my Nemesis Arcane Archer playthrough, so I want to just get the word out on how to get the most out of that deity with the Winter Sun mod. So that'll be the next video that comes out, and I just have a few finishing touches to put on that character build as well, so I'll be getting to go into full production on the full build guide of that very soon, and that being the bread and butter of the channel, I think will be a nice little boost of viewership and everything like that. It usually is. The build guide is usually a big event. I wish I had time like Belly to just do build guides all the time, but I don't. So we'll just have to take the small little guides here and there, and then the big full build guides will be big events. And I'm okay with that. So yeah, that's next. If you liked this and you are new to the channel, do go check out the descriptions in the link below. There are some other very talented streamers and content creators that I've linked to that could use some love. A few of which are actually in the chat with us here today, including The Wind, She has some very lovely, wonderful little streams that she likes to do. Mostly Skyrim. She's got some other stuff that she does too. Sundays and Wednesdays, I think, are Skyrim days, though. So do go leave her a follow and come join some other folks from the chat there. Come hang out with the rest of us when I'm not streaming. The same with Magus. I plugged him earlier today, but ew, that sounded really gross. I did not plug him earlier today. I plugged his stream earlier today. All right. Okay, flush that, move forward. So do follow his link, leave him a follow. I think Mr. Tom Wool was kind of nudging him to do a stream after mine. So if he feels like it, he might be streaming a little later, maybe very soon. I'll be out and about, so I'm not gonna probably be there very much today. But you might see me in the Wind stream tomorrow. You got it. PSA, don't flush your plugs, people. Yeah, those things are expensive, especially the embarrassment involved in buying one at a brick and mortar store if you still do that. So you want to hang on to those things, people. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Guys, be well, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time, all right? Have fun with Skyrim or whatever else you're doing, all right? I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.